The Eight of Wands. I love when this card comes out because it pretty much means if life has been going incredibly slow for you, that is changing immediately. I feel for some of you, probably this week or next week, right? It seems there's something about Aries season. Collectively, it gets the ball rolling. So I feel with this fiery energy, it's the season. This Aries season is kind of pretty much catapulting some of you just to these brand new heights, right? With this umbrella here, it seems that you are literally floating, flying. I don't want to say floating, you're flying out of whatever situation that you've been finding yourself in. It feels like some of you are kind of mm, escaping from the scene or like leaving the scene, not the scene of a crime, but it almost has a vibe of you getting out of a situation before it just goes into like utter chaos. You know, this has a vibe of you kind of maybe leaving like a workplace before like new management takes over and just completely ruins everything. It's giving that vibe. And not only are you leaving this workplace, it seems that you are automatically going somewhere much better. That's the Eight of Wands here. So this has an energy of you leaving a situation that was very sucky and then immediately being thrown into a way better circumstance, right? And the Eight of Wands, it's happening very quickly. I want to say this feels maybe like the universe in a sense, like a spiritual energy is quickly removing you out of a circumstance before it crumbles. Like you are just being removed, and then not only removed, but placed in a significantly better circumstance. Like it is significantly better. So let's see what else wants to come out. You know, the Eight of Wands is very quick energy. So I feel this is happening very, very soon. This is very, very soon. Maybe 2 months. Because of the Ace of Swords. Exactly. I want to say you're discovering something, right? This truth of yours that you are discovering is like you're gaining information spiritually first about some circumstance or about your life in general, how you've been living life, things happening prior, and with this information you are leaving, you know, the Eight of Wands, because you're being given a truth. It feels by other forces like galactic or cosmic spiritual forces are giving you this ultimate truth about your circumstances in life as you know, have been living it, right? And with this knowledge, you have no choice but to kind of be, I guess, thrown into a way better circumstance because you know the truth of your current circumstances is what this feels like. It's like you leaving a physical workplace, a physical town, a physical home. That's what this feels like. You're having to be moved because of this information that you've been given. It feels like top secret code information. This information was once kind of hidden from you. It was obscured, but now you know the truth and you are leaving. And then with this vision that you've been receiving, you kind of get out of the circumstance before you watch it kind of crumble beneath you. Like I don't want to say Final Destination vibes is not that serious, but you know, it is giving that vibe, like how they were given all these visions before it happened, and then they were able to like get out of the situation. Like you discovered something shady happening at your job, you know, some shady business. Maybe you had a dream where you just got like this insight about it, and then you just leave. It feels like you're leaving through your own will, though. Like you leave because of that, and then everyone else is kind of like, "Well, what are you doing? Like, where you going? Why are you leaving? What's happening?" You're like, I don't know, guys. I got a feeling, right?" And you just leave. And that was like the right choice to make, something like that. So let's do one more and see what else. It's very interesting. That's a lot, but we'll keep it, I guess. So yeah, the Temperance, the Nine of Wands, and the Sun. Exactly. You discovered a truth. You see something that others are not seeing. about a circumstance. And this is you getting out of there. Feels like some of you might, getting out of this circumstance might be more challenging at first. Maybe you have to go through like type of paperwork or, whatever the case may be. But this is where you were coming from. Whatever circumstance you were in, it has really been affecting your energy slowly, like over time, right? This is a physical place. I cannot stress that enough. This is a physical environment. It seems that maybe, I don't know, it could be something environmental like the pollution, or maybe the town you're in is just like too chaotic, or it's just like maybe dangerous for some of you. I don't know, like dangerous town or noisy, or whatever this work circumstances, it's just been stressing you out. It's like a toxic environment, and you are being led out of there by spiritual forces that you cannot see physically, right? So you are being lifted out of there very quickly before it feels like, it has an extreme detrimental effect on you. It's like your spirit guides, or like spiritual forces are doing a rescue mission. That's what this feels like. This is a rescue mission. And with the temperance and the sun, you are being protected. With the temperance, this umbrella, all these umbrellas and stuff over you, it's like protection from the debris of the aftermath. It seems, again, you're getting out of the circumstance before it just goes into utter chaos, and no one's going to see it yet. But you see it with the sun. You're going to feel it. You're going to get a hint or a nudge, a dream, a vision, Ace of Swords. You're going to feel something is wrong, and you're going to feel like, I need to get out of here, because it seems maybe this situation has been affecting you so much that you just feel that there's no other choice but to leave. And after a while, it's something that it can't be ignored anymore, right? And once you get out of here, it seems that the people who are kind of still stuck in the circumstances with the temperance, they're going to be coming to you like, whoa, did you know? As soon as you left, I'm just hearing it. It's like these people, the birds with the gossip and stuff, maybe you're still going to be in contact with the people in this situation, or in this town, at this workplace, or at, the town that you live in, whatever. They're gonna be, texting you, calling you like, oh my God, you left just in time. And this is you like, yeah, I know. You're like, see ya, suckers, bye. This is you like, see ya, losers. No, I'm kidding. Joking. Because some of you, your friends might still be in this, I feel like these are your friends, right? People that you actually like, or family members that you actually like. But to all the other people, in this environment who have been kind of a pain in your butt, you're kind of like, toodaloo, suckers, I'm out of here. You guys can deal with this. I'm not dealing with it anymore. I'm out of here. And then it seems like you are just being thrown into a way better temperance, right? Peaceful, better circumstance. And some of you might wonder, well, why didn't you do this before? You're probably like, man, why didn't I have the courage to just do this before? But I think, again, with the Ace of Swords, something's going to kind of warn you spiritually to do this, and you will just feel the urge to like leave. So let's get an overall energy here. This reading is very interesting, kind of a fun energy too. Like you're just leaving right when things go down, and you're just untouched by it, and you're living peacefully, and you have peace now, and all your friends are gossiping to you like, hey, man, you're lucky. So we have the sacred waters, yeah, nourishment, replenishment, yeah, self-care, this temperance energy. You have to leave this circumstance because it has been doing, I guess, the opposite of nourishment. It has been very stressful with the Nine of Wands. It feels like a slow burn, like this stress has been kind of affecting you negatively for a long, extended period of time. So it seems that your spiritual team, or these cosmic energies, is what it feels like, they really, yeah, they have to kind of get you out of there. This is a rescue mission. And now you'll be able to kind of just relax and feel at peace, breathe, right? This is what's happening. And then we have Whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, oh, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Okay, so The reason why you're having to get out of here is so that you can concentrate better on your creations. That's what's happening. It seems that many of you are having a lot of, I guess, inspirational ideas and thoughts and these things that you want to bring to life. With writers, some of you might want to start writing more, right? A channeler, maybe you also are psychic and you want to kind of do something very similar to this, but you just, in your circumstances, it seemed like you just weren't able to, right? With all of the distractions and things of that sort. So these spiritual beings are kind of helping you out here so that you can focus on your, I guess, your music is what I heard for some of you with artists, like literal music, but it seems like your creations, because this is very important. You're meant to be, I guess, sharing these things with people. That's why the rescue mission is happening. That is why you have other things to focus on that you weren't able to, because this situation you're getting out of has been very draining and distracting. But this, you stepping into your creative abilities and sharing them, is a lot more important than whatever this, is going on here that you're leaving. It's way more important. So that is very, very exciting. I'm so excited for you all.